Good morning. Today we are going to start talking about how to solve linear equations, and our first learning target is 2.1 I can solve one-step equations, and we're going to do 4 problems together from your packet, and then you are going to do a few on your own or 5 on your own to practice and make sure you're okay before you move on. So go ahead and turn to the page that starts with 2.1 notes, and here we go. Okay, to solve an equation, isolate the variable in the equation by using the inverse operations to undo operations on the variable. Okay, so really what you need to remember is opposites. Okay, so if we're going to do opposites here, first, the opposite of addition is subtraction. Okay, so in this example, we have x plus 3. To undo the plus 3, we're going to do minus 3. It's also extremely important that when you do that, you need to remember that an equation is like a scale. We always need to keep it balanced. So if I take 3 away on one side, I need to take 3 away on the other side. So 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay. Next one, subtraction. The inverse operation, or the opposite of subtraction, is addition. Okay, so you're going to add. I don't know why I changed colors there, but we'll go with it. So if I have t minus 4 to cancel a minus 4, I'm going to go ahead and do plus 4 on both sides. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, so remember, if I add 4 on one side, I have to add 4 on the other. These cancel. 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, multiplication, the opposite of multiplication is division. Okay, so if I have 5 times m, I'm going to go ahead and divide by 5 on both sides to be able to cancel that out and get the m alone. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then the last one, the opposite of division, is multiply or multiplication. A lot of students will look at this problem and say, hey, it's a fraction. I don't like fractions, so I'm not going to do that. You just need to remember this is w divided by 2. So instead of dividing by 2, we can do times 2 on both sides. So my 2's cancel. 15 times 2 is 30. Okay, so there's 4 examples. Let's do 4 more. So we're going to do 1 through 4 here. So you need to first draw your line through the equal sign. Okay, that line helps you keep things balanced. The next thing you need to do is find your variable and ask yourself what is happening to that variable in that problem. In this problem, I have x plus 4. So the inverse operation is minus. Remember, if I do minus 4 on one side, I have to do minus 4 on the other side. Now, if you need to, grab a calculator. Don't let this hold you up. -6 and -4, if you borrow $6 and have to borrow 4 more, you owe me $10. So we have -10 there. Okay, for the second one, draw your line through the equal sign to help you keep your scale balanced, or keep your equation balanced. And remember, these fractions are not actually fractions, they're division problems. So you're going to read this as x divided by 3. Okay, the opposite of division is to multiply both sides by 3. So if you're dividing by 3 and multiplying by 3, those cancel to leave you with x, and then 2 times 3 is 6. Next one. Okay, same thing, drawing my line through my equal sign to help me keep this balanced. Okay, notice this time my y is on the other side, and that's okay, we can still solve it. You need to ask yourself what's happening to that y. So if I read that part, I have y minus 8. So the inverse, or the opposite of subtracting 8, is adding 8. Remember, you have to add 8 to both sides. So 7 plus 8 is 15. My y is still there, and then -8 and 8 cancel out. So we get 15 equals y. Okay, last one that we're going to do together. Okay, I have -8 equals 2x, and this is one where students get really stuck because they try to subtract 2. The reason I won't subtract 2 is because when they're right next to each other, that's actually multiplication. Okay, so if I read this, I'd say -8 equals 2 times x, so the opposite of times 2 is to divide by 2. So -8 divided by 2 is -4. My 2's cancel. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so those are gone. So I get -4 equals x. Okay. If something was too fast, hit pause, rewind, go back and check it out again. If not, you're good. I want you to try the last 5 problems on that page and then have them checked before you move on to the practice problems in the packet. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and let us know. Remember, we can't read your minds. Have a great day.